Today, I'd like to share 6 ideas for living a happy and long life based on a doctor and longevity expert by the name of Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara from Japan. I hope I said his name right. Now, this longevity expert must have known something because he lived until age 105 with a very full life. The first area of living a long and fulfilled life comes from finding work that allows you to work happily into your older years. Dr. Hinohara said that he is not a big believer in retiring early or at the common age of 65 after witnessing hundreds and hundreds of patients' health and happiness go downhill after they stopped working. Dr. Hinohara worked until he was nearly 100, but always looked for ways to find joy in his work life. A question I ask myself regularly as a business owner is, what do I need to do in my business in order to stay in the game? So many of us are desiring or programmed to desire to exit the workforce early instead of finding a way to either find a position that allows us to be healthy and happy while continuing to contribute to society. So he says, ask yourself, what do I need to do to stay in the game, not what do I need to do to get out of the game early? Now, the second area he points out is to find ways to keep your mind and your body active. Too much sitting or idle time leads to unhappiness over time. Recently, I read an article that sitting too long is actually the new smoking. So being idle or sitting for too long actually is doing significant damage to our health nowadays, and many of us have been completely unaware of this. Dr. Hinohara points out the importance of having friends and hobbies and people to spend quality time with. So join a bowling league or form a circle of friends you can play cards with, or create a Diet Coke club or a reading club, which is something that my mother recently did. Just make sure to keep your mind and your body moving and active in order to have that happy, longer life that you want. Now, speaking of moving, the third area Dr. Hinohara points out is the importance of keeping our bodies healthy. He suggested everyone make a greater point of walking more and using the stairs when available. When you walk for long periods of time, your body actually releases endorphins and serotonin, which leads you to feel happier. It's this movement, a body in motion stays in motion, right? So that was the third area. Now, the fourth area of influence is to avoid too much stress. Work, raising kids, rules, all of this wears down the human mind and body and leads to becoming overly stressed. Stress makes us sick, makes us gain weight, and leaves us feeling tired. It's almost like being or having a mild form of depression. So perhaps something that you could do is make a list of the top 5 areas of your life that stress you out, and then find ways to mitigate or reduce the stress that comes from those 5 areas. For me, I like to go sit in a hot tub, read or write in a journal, or listen to music as a way of relieving the stress in my life. Now, fifth, Dr. Hinohara said to be careful of always rushing off to the doctor. Now, it's interesting that this is coming from a medical doctor. He said many times our bodies know how to heal themselves with the right food and the right treatment. He worried that commercials have trained us to rush off to the doctor more than we normally would in order to find solutions for ourselves, or instead of changing habits that would lead to a healthier and happier life. Now, lastly, Dr. Hinohara pointed out the need to be creative and artistic. Too often, he said, as we move from being a child to being an adult, we stop being creative and using our imaginations. He suggested doing an art project or some kind of renovation project or project around the house, or creating new ideas as a way of staying young and happy. I know whenever my wife and I are feeling stressed out, we ask each other, what is a small project that we could do together that would improve the house and also make us happy and give us something to do together? Now, I personally find I am most happy when I am engaged in helping others or sharing knowledge that I have gained in my life to help other people be happier and more productive in their own life. I hope that you got something out of these 6 ideas from a longevity expert that lived to age 105. I would just add that in my own life, being kind and helpful to others has also led to having more happiness in my own life. Now, as I wrap up, I wish to remind you that you are amazing. I truly believe that. And I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.